So this car is a Reeley Overheater. It's a 1/8 scale truggy or monster truck. What we're going to do is we're going to have a look inside the box. We're going to give it a run around and see how it behaves, both on the grass and on the tarmac. So if I just lift the box open, the box is a bit tatty I'm afraid, but here is the car. I'll lift it out so we can see it, and I'll move the box to one side. There we are. There is our Reeley Overheater. In the box also is the controls and all the other bits and bobs like a fuel bottle, nitro starter, etc. But this is the Reeley Overheater. As you can see, it looks pretty much brand new. It's hardly been used. In fact, the engine on this is so tight we have to use a special method of starting it, which I'll show you in just a moment. But first of all, let's have a quick look under the bonnet. There we are. And there we are, that's it, that's the Reeley Overheater. You can see it's got an SH in it. It's a SH engine, standard 0.32 engine, but it's got a polished aluminium tuned exhaust and a twin pipe coming out the back to give it some extra panache. Apart from that, everything is fairly standard on a 1/8 buggy. It's the same chassis and running gear as the XTM Mammoth ST, so they look very similar, and in fact they'll share the same spare parts as well, so that's good. Now, in order to start this car, what we need to do is actually loosen the glow plug, because the engine compression is so tight at the moment, where it's a brand new engine. We need to loosen the glow plug to start it, but I'll show you how we do that in just a moment. So the first thing we're going to do is turn the car on, and we'll turn the controller on, and we'll do a couple of operational checks to make sure that things are behaving themselves. So the first thing we'll do is steering, and you can see that steering is good. Okay, nice positive steering on that. And then there's also the throttle operation, which is there, and on this car you've got twin brake operation, 1, 2. So you're braking on the front and the rear of the diff, so that means it stops very fast. Okay, so let's start the car up. We'll put the cover on and then we'll give it a bit of a run. This car actually can be started with the cover on. In fact, let's loosen it off like that now. So that's loosen the glow plug, and you'll see why we do that. It's because otherwise it's so tight to pull over. We have to do that to get it started. Now I'm going to open the throttle slightly by moving the trim up, which just gives it a little bit of throttle. That should give us a bit of speed to get started, and once it's started we'll bring the trim back down again, and we need to just tighten up the glow plug. I should have primed it first, shouldn't I? So let's give it a quick prime first, which is just a matter of blowing through this pipe. And hopefully that should be all it needs. Take it onto the tarmac, and we'll give it a run on the tarmac too. Okay, and to stop this car, we squeeze the rear of the exhaust. There we are. To stop the car, we just squeezed the rear of the exhaust pipe. That was quite hot, so that's why I didn't touch the exhaust pipes on this one. But that's it. That's the Reeley Overheater. You can hear there it's a brand new engine. I didn't push it anywhere near full throttle because obviously it's an engine that's still being run in, and I didn't want to flash it too much. But that should give you an idea of how it runs and how it performs. And if you have any questions, the car is on eBay. Please ask via eBay. And thank you very much for watching. Thank you.